Good amount of snow, not a crazy amount, but you're looking beautiful. We're coming upon the my first campsite. I did have these patio stones to move, just to pop them over there, but that would have been the last thing to do, so I can say that the camp has been put to bed. We're coming upon my cellular trail cam. Oh, look, and there's tracks. There's tracks. Let's see where they go. Where are you coming from? Oh, okay. One here. Another set from over there. And they came right sort of here where I thought they would. And there's my camera. Look, camera and footsteps in the same shot, but it did not send me anything. I hope it triggered. Anything across the way? I guess I see footsteps there. Maybe it's too far. Not cool. Okay, so let's get back on the trail that I have to break. But we're gonna wave to my other trail cam. Now we're in view. Here we go. All right. Oh yeah, my door is still intact. Yeah, right on. With my axe leaning against it. Totally forgot about that. Yeah. Okay, so here we are. Let's I've got some sweeping to do. Fortunately not too much. That's a light dusting. Health pro tip number 8. Have your yogurt and fruit cup, even though it's like -7. Yeah, it's snowy and cold out. Not terrible. You just gotta get moving. But yeah, hey, -7. All right. I guess it feels like that, but I'm moving, so I'm not so bad. It's just when you stop moving, then it gets cold. So once I go in and settle down, it'll get cold. But yeah, fruit cup and yogurt, because I'm going to be chopping wood for a half hour, as I do every night that I'm here. So just wanted to get some substance in me before. Oh my God, my beard is frozen. You know what's been happening is as you exhale, sort of goes down and condenses on my beard and then freezes. Anyways, so time to get at it and start chopping. Just keeping warm here. Thankfully, because it was -10 when I last checked about an hour ago. Yeah, so I'm probably going to set some records this visit up. And but my biggest concern is the stove here. The stove that I built here from Far North Bushcraft and Survival, Lonnie. Great design. I mean, even as I watched him build it and then I started doing it myself, I switched up the door a little bit. So, you know, I've modified some things, but what I didn't know would happen, and you would not know this until you actually do it and have the experience, but where the stovepipe meets the firebox here, you have to cut a hole in the top of the firebox, obviously, right? So the pipe can go in there, and you know, oxygen can flow in through the hole here, have the fire inside the box, and then it goes up the chimney pipe and then into the atmosphere or outside of the tent here. What's happening now is the hole that I cut for the stovepipe, I hammered it in. I hammered it downwards, so there's a lip. It's not just a cut circle. I hammered it down and there's a lip. That's what Lonnie did, and it's great, right? Because it's user friendly. There's no, as he says, there's no freshly cut steel and then a pipe trying to go down freshly cut steel, and it's just going to scrape, and you know, it's like nails on a chalkboard type of thing. So that's why you sort of bend it in, and that's good and well. But over time, that fire makes that thin steel that's bent in brittle, and then it snaps or cracks. And so I've had some snapping and cracking of some flakes, some steel flakes just busting off by the pipe hole there. And what happens is it leaks smoke, and this tent just gets full with smoke. It bad. Like, I have to open the door and stick my head out, and I haven't had to do that before. Nothing lasts forever, I get it. So I've been studying this problem for a while. For the last 2 weeks, I knew that this problem was happening, and I've been trying to figure out how to solve it. So, you know, that's the thing in life. Sometimes you fail your first time. You know, you get a failing grade the first time you try something. Other times you just nail it. You're a natural, or you got lucky, or you really tried hard. It's not that you're natural or you're lucky. You just tried really hard, and you nailed it. Like, that happens in life sometimes, right? So whatever you do, you get a grade the first time you do it, and if you're going to do it the second time, you should go up. Especially if it's something you want to do and you enjoy and you like. So next time I build a stove like this, I'm going to know what to do. Anyways, I just wanted to do a little video on that because I'm chilling now. I'm comfortable now. Maybe the tinfoil solution that I used, like these Betty Crocker baking cups, it's just all aluminum foil, and I sort of jammed it in there and just pressed it down. So just rambling. It's kind of boring. You know, at least for me, when I'm kind of watching it back, these ones are boring. I like the set. It's nice. You get my crappy ass chair here, but it's stained real nice. And getting the stove in here is nice, and the rope light. I don't know if you're getting the Christmas tree, but my table and the laptop, and have some tea here. So I like that, but I just need to keep it entertaining and talk some real shit. And I have a whole list of things to speak about. Let me see if there's anything off the top of my head. No, the quick thoughts. That's what I thought to do throughout my videos, is the quick thoughts, and that's just me doing a rant or a ramble or a take on something. So yeah. Cheers. Later. Are you ready to go back to Titanic? Da-da-da, da-da-da. Psych. Ugh. Okay, so thought I would just come out and you know, these guys might have bit the big one. Let's see. They may have bit the big one, but it also might just be too cold. Anyways, let's see if I can get a nice shot here. What do we got? That says minus 12 about. Minus 12. That's a new record for me. It's probably going to be minus 12 all night. And yep, it feels minus 12. But here's the beautiful tent. Under the beautiful tent pad, and it's cold. Thank goodness I've got a wood stove. So let's go on in where it's nice and warm, and let's see the thermometer by the stove here. It's gonna say That is 18 degrees, just over 18. That's beside the stove. Down here, pole is cold. But when you come up to the top here, it's nice and warm. How's my gloves doing? Oh yeah, they're good. They can come down. This is where I dry my gloves. My G-loves. Make sure they're nice and dry. Yep. Had this garbage. So my stove, as I was mentioning earlier, well, depending on how I string these videos together and such, yeah, you can see that it's a big gap here. I've got my Betty Crocker tinfoil muffin thing here, and the fire's just decimating it, sorry. And yeah, so I think I might just put a plate here, a square plate, and maybe rivet it in, because I do have my drill, I do have my rivets, so I could rivet a plate in here, and then I'd have to cut another hole. So I think I'll try that. I'll stick the pipe out and trace the circle on my metal plate, probably galvanized aluminum, and it's going to have to burn off. That's going to be fun. I'm not sure if I have spare metal here. I thought I did. So I'm going to have to look around for that. Pretty sure I do. Okay, so just wanted to say that it's minus 12 out, and it's super comfortable in here, but the stove stresses me out a little bit when it didn't before, when it was just perfect. And it's still good, and she's pumping now, and it's nice in here. But when it got smoky, it was nasty. I didn't enjoy that at all. That wasn't good. I don't want that to happen regularly, but it might as the fires get going. You know, starting off it might be a little shitty like that, but so thing is, if I had a better patch stove, it wouldn't happen. So that's what I gotta do is solve that issue there. And I don't think they need a cleaning, because I just cleaned them like a few weeks ago. So all right, well, I'm gonna get back to the laptop here, some reading and some writing. Oh, the potato salad. I was supposed to get the potato salad. All right, from a good time. Later. Good day. Just looking at my camera, I've got some soot on it. That's because my stove needs a real big ass cleaning of some sort. I mean, obviously just the pipes, but I recently did that. I'm gonna do it again, and I really gotta patch that hole at the top of the stove where the stovepipe attaches to. Just too much smoke is coming out of it, and I've been smoked out a couple times. Oh my god. While it's minus 10, minus 11, minus 12 outside, I'm trying to get some fresh air. And the air is fresh. Oh yeah. But I'm also trying to stay warm too. And I want to stay warm because, oh boy, was it cold. It was cold. That was minus 12. So at like after 4 a.m., like 4:12 a.m. or something like that, I had to get up and light my little buddy heater, and it did absolutely nothing. It did nothing. So what I'm gonna do tonight is I'm gonna rip the buddy heater and my fan, and I'm gonna put the buddy heater between me and the fan, so the fan's just going to blow all that hot air towards me and actually probably distribute it around the tent. So that fan really pumps. It really pumps. And I'm gonna have to give it another charge because I'm gonna have it on low setting for quite a while. It'll probably die in the morning, but thank goodness for the Jackery. Anyways, today, that was a cold night. Today, gotta work on the shed here. What I gotta do is build a door. I gotta build a door and then put it on and get it to close somehow, a latch that I have. Yeah, so I'll hammer that out. And I don't know when I'm gonna do the windows. At some point I'm gonna have to do the windows. One there and then one there. And I'm gonna have to do trimming all around this thing. Same for the outhouse. I gotta trim that out. I should. I don't have to, but I should. And but it's painted nicely. Well, spray painted nicely. Huh. Live and learn, and try different things. So I'm not going to be spray painting anymore. No, but the spray paint. And the other thing I got to do is start hand bombing the wood that I got. I got to load all that up, and based on what I had last time, I'm going to fill this whole section, and I'm going to spill over to there. So that's all good. And I got to really mess with the stove. So I'm going to go and start the truck up so the battery doesn't die, and start hand bombing some wood. Oh no, grab my tools actually, yeah. Yeah, grab my tools and get after this. So, from a beautiful day here, I gotta get my feet to warm up and see what temperature it is. -1. Okay, so -1, but the sun's out and it's gorgeous. So, from a beautiful day here, trying to stay warm. Got to figure out what this softwood is. I just can't tell. Just can't tell, but I figure if I can get the branch structure, I might be able to identify it better, but these guys are beautiful. Anyways, I've made it to the part of the creek that I just would never be able to get to in the summer with all this vegetation growing up here like this, and just, you know, you're gonna get mobbed by bugs, just swarms. So this is awesome to be here. Huh. There's the major dam. You can even see there's a difference in water level too. Insane. There's the other side, it's right there. So beautiful. Oh, this is what I knew. The creek sucks in the summer. I mean, look at all this. It's just all marshy and swampy, but I knew in winter it comes alive. And this is alive to me. I get to come and skate some of this, and oh yeah, I mean, it's not solid yet, but, and maybe these parts will never be, but, and I think I've got a red pine here, either red pine or eastern white, and then another one here, red pine or eastern white. My beautiful fuzzy ones, I love them. And then this one here is the same as this guy that I'm trying to figure out. I think they're balsam firs. Like, they're on the ground too, so. Well, let's go over and look at my eastern white or red pine. Like, look at these guys. Gorgeous. Ah! Love it. And see another guy over there too. Watch this zoom. Pow! Let's go see the cedar. Gorgeous. I've gotten to know these guys' trunks fairly well, that I can almost identify them. They're quite unique than the hardwoods, their trunks. Anyways, from a beautiful landscape, later. I've done very little filming today. I suppose I was just about getting things done, and I was getting things done. What do you call it when you've got something to do but you're not looking forward to it, and it's sort of stressing you, and it's a problem you have to solve, and it wasn't good. What I knew I would do would take all the pipes apart, I would clean them all out, and yup, they needed massive cleaning. So I was pretty surprised at how much cleaning they needed in such a short amount of time, because I'm pretty sure I cleaned them like 5 weeks ago maybe. Further down the pipeline, yep, creosote gathers big time, like big time, and it chokes off the hole. So this is, I think, is a 3-inch pipe. The creosote gets so thick in some places, it essentially makes it a 1-inch pipe. Like, it's bad. But you know, this is easy to clean and it's easy to put back together. And so I had to cut a hole into this plate. So I drilled a couple pilot holes and I got my tin snips. And I started snipping. I started snipping very slowly and very accurately, because I didn't want any little side holes. I wanted this to be damn near perfect. And yep, it is damn near perfect, the cut I did. So I spent about an hour with the stove, cleaning the pipes, putting them back together, cutting that plate, putting it on there, and she's ripping so nice. She's ripping so smooth. There is no smoke puffing out the hole here. I'm so happy that I was able to clean it up and make that solution. I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have that plate. I would have had to come up with another MacGyver solution that probably would have failed, or failed over time. And over time, I mean like within a couple hours or a few hours or whatever. And I would have been so pissed and upset. So yeah, I thought I would just rip a quick video about the stove and the stress that it can give sometimes, because I just wasn't looking forward to having to rip this, because if smoke starts coming out, this is my sanctuary. You know, I can't just be outside in -10 just chilling. I can't. I don't want to. Like, I'm cold. You know, I'm out here the whole time. You know, there's no heated home to just dash into, so I wasn't looking forward to having a fire and ducking low and seeing this haze all over my tent and being cold and having to open the door. So I'm happy that I was able to fix this and do a bang-up job on it with whatever I had around. So I'm lucky I had that plate, but yeah. Anyways, time to chill for a little bit. Here you go. Bedtime. Just this light here. This is what it takes. I'm under a sleeping bag, and I've got my king-size duvet on top of me, and it's a duck feather. So I got my blue light rope lights here. I'll shut that off soon, and I've got the stove going about 75% tilt. Just loaded it with some wood. It's nice and warm here, so what you got to do is get the stove nice and hot, so you're nice and hot. Get under the blankets and get the blankets nice and hot. So my feet are cold right now, but everything else on me is warm. So hopefully the feet will warm up. They stayed warm all last night, even though it was like -11, -12. Yeah. Big ass hat. Oh, my scarf. Where? Oh, here it is. Whew. Good thing I preemptively put that on my pillow, so when I went to look for it, I knew where it would be. Anyways, yeah, this is it. I mean, here's my sleeping bag, and it's hot, but it's gonna get cold, so enjoy the heat while it's here. And I've got my propane heater right there with a spare tank, because I've probably got less than half an hour on that tank.
that's on there. I heard it sputtering when it was going this morning. And I got my fan right below it. So I've also seen heated sleeping bags out there that run on USB, and I've got my Jackery battery here. So, you know, if there's a way to do that and the reviews are good, then, you know, that might be something to try out. But yeah, I need a warm, comfortable way to sleep. You know, once I get a warm, comfortable way to sleep, then I can be out here, because I won't need to wake up to build a fire in the morning as I did. It's cold, so I'll get a fire going and then go back to sleep. It only ends up being about an hour and a half extra sleep, but it's worth it. And I'm working hard out here, so I'm getting my sleep. Plus, I have a headache tonight. So what I've learned is fire warms you up in a way that artificial heat doesn't. So like natural gas or propane, a fire, the heat is just richer and fuller. I mean, look at this guy go on tilt. Tomorrow, work on the door, maybe finish it off, or get close to it, and then hand bomb some more wood. And I would love to do some exploring, maybe Thursday, but it's going to be a big ass snow on Thursday. Well, you got to face these things sometime. Well, I'm going to pack it in, have my joint, and really relax and chill it out here. From just under 20 degrees. Later. I might have just missed it. I hear it. Can't see it yet. All over the place. Just to try and capture that, I'm like scrambling. Didn't have my jacket on. It's -3, I think. -2. And it's only going to be -6 tonight. Yeah! My God. After -12? Whew! -6 is nothing. Nothing at all. Oh. You know, the thing with this is my MP3 player. It's old. It's a Samsung. It's like when touchscreens started coming out, 2009. The thing with touchscreens are, your phone or MP3 player, whatever it is, when you drop it and you go to catch it and you grab that screen, all sorts of madness happens. Whew! Gotta get moving. I gotta get some food in the tent so it can thaw. I'm also taking pictures of the GPS coordinates of the locations around here. So my driveway, the tent pad. I'm gonna take a picture of the like a compass on the iPhone. It gives you your GPS coordinates, degrees, minutes, seconds. That one, or degrees, seconds, minutes. All right, and hopefully I can finish off the door to the shed here, and then tomorrow can be all somewhat leisure. You know, pleasure, just walking around. I really want to walk around. That's what I want to do. Is I want to walk around, even if it's the frontage, whatever. I want to walk around. I want to walk down by the creek. So tomorrow, big ass snowstorm's coming. I got to go to the dump as well too, and do the garbage and recycling. Anyways, great times here, cold times, but we're figuring things out. Patching the stove last night was incredible. Oh my goodness, the airflow after cleaning the pipes, wicked. Zero smoke. Zero. This is how it should always be. Oh,
we'll live and learn, right? It's an experience. Now I know how these stoves work and what goes on them and how to fix them and maybe how to get ahead of that next time before that happens. Anyways, I'm busting out. I gotta get moving. Got work to do. Later. -6 up in here.
If the crew asks for me, tell them the captain sends her regards.
Good day. It's a snowy one. Apparently a storm is coming in, and it started to snow, so I'm gonna get ready and just start slowly moving to get ready, start packing the truck up so I'm prepared. But you know, there's daylight here and I want to enjoy. I want to hike, and if I'm gonna be living up here in the north, I'm gonna have to get used to snow and driving in it. So I don't want to be fearful and be like, oh my god, a storm, I gotta go. But I also don't want to be caught in anything. So I'm out here, but I'm going back to the city as I normally do, because I mean, look, like, there's no shower out here. It's tough going out here. I got no electricity. I'd have to set up the solar panels, or run the generator. I'd have to make trips to town to get gasoline all the time. Yeah, the showering situation, I guess you could just use a bucket and a cloth in the tent there, and then melt snow, and then go to the grocery and get food. So anyways, the shed is mostly done. You know, all that's left is I gotta cut holes for those windows, fasten those windows, and then caulk them. So I've got a little latch on the door. Don't have to lean my axe up against it. So this'll do for now, and maybe forever. It's a British style door that I've done here. Typically you would have two doors and they'd mirror each other, but it's gonna have to be this for now. And I don't know about stairs. It's a bit of a step up, but it's not terrible. So maybe I'll just put one step there. This thing is functional. I've got stuff in there, and I really should have put the generator in there. And these are the things I want to do, but I'm off to the truck to dump some stuff off, and then I've got to adjust the spy point. So but I thought I would do a quick video. You can see that it's snowing, and yeah, man, I would so love to explore further down to the property, but just packing up. It's been snowing on and off. The amount of it has been between light and steady and somewhat heavy, so time to bust out of here. Yay for winter. Not even here yet. All right. You can see accumulation is happening. It's snowy. I got these tools to put away into the shed. I got oh yeah, that's the other thing. Not only do I have the windows and the trim and painting, I've got the interior to do as well. Make a shelf, make a bit of a workbench. My wood is piled up nice. That's not too bad, right? I still have about 2 more bags, so I'll be able to fill fill that little gap right there, no problem. And there's the punky wood from my last batch, but oh yeah, this wood burns so nice. Snap, crackle, pop on that guy. Let's go set the cameras and then bust out before it gets too crazy, too dark as well. Okay, let's see if I can do this. You can watch. Okay. All right, I think we're good. Well, let's change the beats on the MP3 player here. What are we gonna rip? I know I got some Walker up here somewhere. All right, so I gotta be careful here not to trigger it. I don't want to trigger it. I mean, I could. I gotta turn it off so I can relocate it. I guess it's good. It looked red to me, but... Okay, so it's pointed at essentially that big pine tree. And this route here where, I think this is the route where the deer are coming up here. So my camera right there should capture them. But what a beautiful sight. Let's bust. I don't want to feel antsy or nervous, but because if I'm gonna live up here, I got to deal with this kind of weather. But and I got a pickup truck, but it's a rear-wheel drive truck, and I've had it for 9 years, so I know it really well. So I think everything's locked up. Tent is all good. Cameras are set. And yeah, I've packed everything up. Keys, wallet, cell phone. Always the 3 things you gotta remember when you leave the house. Although when I grew up, and when I was jamming in high school and university, it's just keys and wallet. That was it. And even then, sometimes you just thought to yourself, as long as I have money, I don't even need the keys. As long as I have money, I'll be able to get a cab and then come home. So